Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Pretty Pink Soul Movement, and I'm Michelle Cool, and today I've decided to talk about soul contracts. Now I know I've mentioned them before in bits and pieces in my other videos, but I just kind of thought today I feel like we need a bit more of an explanation into soul contracts and what are they, why did we do them, why do we not remember approving these things. I remember the first time I heard about these soul contracts, I thought, no way in hell. Like, why would anyone do that? It doesn't make sense. I don't remember, all those thousands of questions that our ego kind of throws at us because we don't know how to trust yet. It is a really hard thing to take on. So if you keep watching, good for you. It's a very expansive thought. Where do I start? Okay, so before we come into this world, I'll start with soul groups. We have a soul group. So we have a group of people that we like to reincarnate with over and over again. We're also sharing karma with them. So basically, if you've done something to hurt someone else, next lifetime, chances are that they'll probably do something to you. And that's kind of how we balance out our karma. So it's kind of like school. We basically replicated, up in the ethers down here, that kind of form of structure. So you have this soul group. You've got, let's just say 20 people in that, depending on your level of your soul and depending on what lessons you want to learn. You're kind of all at the same, it's like being in the same year, you're in the same level. And, your ex-boyfriend from I don't know, uni who screwed you over or cheated on you or whatever, and you still like to this day kind of hate him. So this is kind of why I'm doing the video, because it's like if you can get an understanding of these people signed up to kind of hurt you, to propel you to move forward in your life, then that's more empowering than thinking, oh, poor me, I'm a victim. That person is such a pig and how dare he, like, when you remember those thoughts, you're holding that inside still. So my intention for this video is to help you to see something a bit more expansive, and to empower you rather than disempower you with your life, if that's where you're at. And obviously this is why you're watching the video at this time. So you're kind of all sitting there going, okay, look, we're going to go back. We're going to go to whatever year you were born. I might be born later or sooner than you. I might be your mum. I might be your dad. I might be your baby. Like the roles change. Every time you come back, you kind of all sit there, decide what roles are we going to play with each other? What lessons do we want to learn? Like what lesson do you want to learn this lifetime? And okay, and the only way you're going to learn this is if it's hard, if you get hurt, if you get traumatized. This is how your soul will grow. So it's going to hurt. So some people choose to have an easy life. They're like, no, this life, I want to go back and, I was pretty good in my last past life. I don't really owe anyone any karma. I just want to have a nice cruisy life and just, you know, watch the birds fly, swim in the water, have all those feelings. Again, that's, I guess spirit can't really feel like we can, right? Something tangible. I just want to experience that. And other people go through hell. It's one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, because you're either kind of not learning the lesson and pushing past that, or it's kind of like there to develop your soul at a deeper level. Not or, it's both. We get repetitive lessons sometimes in our life when we don't learn the lesson, so sometimes you wonder, okay, why does this keep happening? Why do I keep attracting people like this? It's because there's things you need to delve in deeper to yourself and see how you feel in order to shift that energy and move forward and choose a different thought, choose a different way of doing things, get some help, teach yourself, watch YouTube videos, read whatever it is for you to shift past and learn those lessons, and that will free you. And then, yes, so some people you might come in and go, I've got 50 bloody epic lessons to learn. And imagine trying to remember that. You wouldn't learn the lessons because you'd be like, oh yeah, I know I'm here. This place isn't really real. That's not going to expand your soul growth. That's why we don't remember. It's like your soul knows those answers within, and it pushes you. It pushes you. You know something's not right. You know something needs to change. And in order to have a breakthrough, you have to have a breakdown. So those are kind of like the gist of it. Sounds kind of freaking crazy if you're not used to hearing that, but that's kind of how it is. I remember when I was quite young, I think I was like 7, and I wasn't very happy, with the family I had, the parents I had. whatever I was going through at the time, I can't remember, but I just remember, I can see this moment in my head. I think I was 7 and I was upset about something. I thought something wasn't fair. And I ran into my room, slammed the door, and I was crying. And I don't know if I said it out loud or if I said it in my head, but I said to myself, I'm like, I wish I didn't have these parents. Why do I have these parents? I probably said something like, they don't love me. And then I heard this, because I'm clairaudient, I heard this voice say to me, because you chose them. And I was like, okay. Like that made sense in my soul. And I stopped crying because it's like, well, that makes sense. Even though I couldn't make sense of it as a 7-year-old, that made sense to me. So I was like, okay, cool. Toddled off and did whatever. You know what I mean? So at a young age, I knew that, I chose my parents, in order to push me to become this person I am today. And I'm sure I'll do other things as I go on. But do you know what I mean? If I had an easy, cruisy life, if I felt loved and cared about, I wouldn't be able to help teach other people how to move past that and say, well, yeah, there is hope. There's always hope. No matter what you go through, there's hope. But you have to go within you first and see the things you don't want to see in order to push forward and move forward into your life and heal. Essentially heal. Like, we are our experiences, yes. We are parts of them. However, don't try to attach yourself to that. That isn't who you are. It's made you who you are, that experience, but your pain is not who you are, if that makes sense. A really good book to read by Mike Newton. This kind of opened my eyes to what happens before we get here, after we get here. So Mike was a hypnotherapist, and he was trying to regress people into their childhood to help them learn things about themselves, uncover, their traumas so they can heal. And he didn't realize he was actually like hypnotizing them before they came here. And then he started collating thousands and thousands and thousands of stories, and things started lining up, and everyone was saying the same thing. And it's pretty amazing. I recommend it. It's called Journey of the Soul. It's like a blue book. Michael Newton. Amazing. That blew me away. I had some crazy experiences after I read that book. Maybe I'll save that one for another time. Not to say you will, but it's just an eye opener. You're never given anything before the time that you're ready. You're never going to experience anything if you're not ready. Yeah, sure, it's scary. I've experienced some scary stuff, but after a couple of times, just because it's unknown, I'm not used to it as this person in this body. And then you're like, oh yeah, whatever, I get knocks on my door in the middle of the night, on my ensuite door, obviously nobody there, and just things like that. It's like, whatever, piss off, Ralph, I'm sleeping. You just you get over it. You really do. And the way I got over it was being bombarded with energy, and then I got used to it. And then I told them, no, it's just like a person, like, excuse me, this is my home, you're not allowed in here. I'm protected, it's guarded, I do my things to keep my space safe for me, so I can sleep. So, woo! I feel like there was a lot that I needed to come out. I should have done this video a very long time ago. Oh yeah, also I believe that we choose our looks and what we look like. I remember a friend of mine was older than me. He was showing me these photos that he had of his like great grandfather or something like that. And I thought it was a joke, because literally this guy looked exactly the same as my friend, like in like this, from the, I think it was like late 1800s, like a bowler hat and I don't know, one of those sticky things, and whenever Charlie Chaplin was alive or whatever. But I was like, you're shitting me, this is you. He's like, it's not. He's like, I got it from my dad. Looks exactly the same. Like, how do you explain that? Like, he's had different parents from different, cultures and countries and stuff, and he's like white as white. But, he's got African in him as well and stuff like that. And it was just like trippy. Like, and a part of that makes me feel, I feel like I know that we can pick how we look, our body shape, our hair color. I didn't pick very well because I'm a brunette, but anyway, and some people have major self-love issues, right? So if you pick a body that puts on weight easily because of your emotional traumas, like you're using that as a shield, that's one of your major life lessons that you need to learn. It's one of your soul lessons. So anything that triggers you, anything that you think of hurts you, that is one of your life lessons that you need to learn. And some people get, they feel good in their bodies. It's like, it's learning to love who you are now. I've done a few videos on that, but I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been calling back lost pieces of your soul. I think I'm wearing like a blue top. Yeah, that will help you heal a bit more if you check that video out. So yeah, anything that upsets you or affects you or traumatizes you, that's a life lesson for you to learn, and look into that with someone that you trust, a psychologist, spiritual psychologist, or a mentor, spiritual mentor, whoever you feel drawn to, but start healing yourself today if this is resonating with you. So, okay, we'll pull some cards and then I'll do like a 3-card pick, and we can talk about what is it that you need to look at now, what is it that you need to release right now. So I pulled an overall energy for this reading and it came out with birth of creation, potential growth. Now I believe this card to be, this is why we're here now. This is why we've come here. A lot of the light workers, there's been different, goodness knows, I'm sure they've always been here, but you know what I mean? Like everyone's chosen to be here this point in time for this moment because it's been hundreds of thousands of years, you know, since, maybe not that much. I don't know. I'm not good. I'm not good with numbers. I'm a Pisces. A long time ago. Do you know what I mean? It's been more of a patriarchy, and where, like prior to that, the feminine energy was just seen as magnificent, as glorious, as goddess, and people worshipped us because we're the portal between worlds. Then, you know, along with our intuition, we're able to connect to source, all this power that we had, and then all of a sudden it was feared, and then it was shamed, and it was turned the other way, and we were controlled for way too many years. And we're here now to not to squelch the masculine energy. We've come here to balance it out. The feminine is rising, and you'll know this, and you see this, and people are outing sexual predators, and people are like, I'm not standing for this shit anymore, I'm not being treated like this, I'm not being paid less. Like, freaking what year is it? What freaking year is it? You know, things are being shaken up because it needs to crumble in order to be rebuilt on a stronger foundation. So the light workers are here now to do that. We're here to help heal the earth. We're here to help lift the vibration. If you're watching this video, you are one too. It doesn't matter. It's not a competition of where you at. I've got a friend that said he started his journey a year ago. It's all structured in divine timing. You are where you need to be right now. You know what you need to know right now. You're watching this for a reason. Like, it might awaken you. There's a reason for everything. So please don't listen to your ego that's telling you that you need to be further along than you are now. We're here to help heal the earth, and that's amazing. And that's a lot of our contracts that we have as well. You know, we stuck our hand up like, yep, I'm going to help the earth now. And it's probably going to be uncomfortable, and healing is ugly, and bringing down systems are terrible. You know, it's not fun, but it needs to be done, and we're strong enough and we can do it. So yeah, potential growth and birth of creation, birth of a new world. Like, this is amazing. This is epic energy. So if you're here right now, okay, we're going to go straight into, let's all breathe together. It's just like the most important thing I think I could ever like talk about. So yeah, I'm just going to settle my energy. Think of a number between 1 and 3 and breathe with me. All right, let's see. Number 1, what do you need to release right now? What do you need to work on right now? Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. So you're being helped. You're being helped by your guides. Also, if you know that we sometimes our friends in previous lives have said, oh well, I'm going to stay behind this lifetime and I'm going to help you. I'll be one of your guides, your soul guides that are around. My guides are around me now. I can't see them, but they're here. They're helping me. They help me channel this message. They help me do what I need to do in this life. So you might not be aware that you have your guides too, and they're helping you. The Council of Light. You are being helped. There's a message that's coming to you. You've been getting a bit of a niggle the last few days. It's been guiding you to do something, and you've been kind of poo-pooing it away. So you're being asked to like listen quite deeply, write down your thoughts, because there is a big message that you need to hear, and don't shoo it away. It might sound crazy, might be something you've never thought of before, but you need to do this. You need to tune into your guides more and just channel and just write. It doesn't need to make sense. Just write what you're thinking. Hey, Michelle, how you going? Woo, having a good day? Yeah, all right. What have you been thinking about? Well, I've been thinking about making my own YouTube videos, but I can never do that because that just sounds crazy, and as if I could do that. You know, whatever it is, just write it down, because the more you write it down, the more you're seeing it to yourself. It's like having a conversation with yourself. The more it will plant a seed, and when you're ready to take action, it will happen. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan, which is kind of what I was saying before. Yeah, you're here. You're here to do something big as well. You've got a big life purpose. I'm hearing 5. I don't know if it's you've accomplished 5 so far. And it doesn't have to be anything big. You know, I know for me, I do temp jobs, which isn't great for security. However, I like the freedom. And I believe that I bounce around to different jobs where I need to be. Like, I need to anchor my light wherever other, you know, people are motivating me. I'm motivating other people. You know, I go where I'm needed, like Mary Poppins. You know? You need to plant the light in whatever way you do. Like you're planting your light wherever you go, even if it's to the shops and you just, you know, you're getting petrol and you're talking to the person at the counter that everyone ignores, you know, like you make a difference that way. Like you make a difference with who you are. So don't ever doubt that. So you plant the seed of light wherever you go. So keep on doing that. Whatever you need to do, this is what do you need to do? Keep on doing that. So the 2 things we need to do. And I said release too. Let's do release. I hate that. Like I start talking and I literally forget what I was like gonna do. But anyway, I'm sorry. The messages come through as they come through. And I'm hopeless. And I'm doing this for free, so whatever. Suck it. Oh, happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Release your happiness out into the world. Are you doing the things that you need to do? Are you seeking happiness? Have you stalled? Have you stopped? Like, I'm getting that you're generally happy people, but you might have lost some of your sparkle lately. So to get that back, release the, like, everyday crap that doesn't matter. Think back to, like, you know, even 5 years ago, the stuff you do today, is it the same as that? And if it is, what can you let go of to shake it up? Because we didn't come here to just, you know, I mean, I know I do it, you know, to clean the house or, I don't know, to sit and do nothing. Sometimes, yeah, it's cool, but, you know, we're here to live as well. So it's like balance up that time. Funnily enough, there's a new moon in Libra in a couple of days as I'm filming this, and it's a lot about the balance as well. So obviously we need to shift our energy by balancing our life more. Self-love, compassion, time for ourselves. But time with others as well. And I know a lot of the light workers, there's so much we have to like work through that we shut the world out in order to deal. But we're being asked to gently put ourselves out there just a little bit more lately. Now, let's see what else. These cards, what are these called? I don't know, wisdom or something. What other messages do you have for group 1? Forbidden. What is forbidden? No, well, that doesn't make no sense. Ah. Okay, it's a reminder that your fulfillment is not forbidden. It's that whole happiness thing. It's the whole getting stuck in that daily grind. You need to start shifting your perspective and perception of it, and to do something different. Because being fulfilled, even though your life may have shown you that you can't have what you want to have, but the thing is you've been too busy storing and believing in those beliefs and giving and amplifying them by believing in them. So you need to shake them free. You need to shake those old beliefs free. I know it's not easy, but all you have to do to try and shift your energy is set that intention, excuse me, to shift it, to change it. That's how you do it. Because then check out my New Moon in Libra post, even if it's not New Moon in Libra when you're watching this. This one's a sneaky one. Just read it because it talks about that. Ooh, express your sensuality. This might be something that you've kind of like stopped doing because of how you feel about yourself and how you feel about your body, perhaps, or the weather. There's something that's been holding you back. You need to commit to healing yourself and healing your body, making those little choices to eat better and exercise that little bit more, do 20 push-ups a day, something like that, but you're not feeling sensual like you once used to. Buy yourself a few new outfits. You need to feel good about you again. Awesome. Well, that was group 1. I hope that helped and resonated. We'll go on to group 2. Soul contracts. Soul contracts. Okay, what's going on for group 2? Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do right now? That whole writing down stuff because you've got messages thing, that's the same thing. What are you being called to do? What's the thing you've always in the back of your mind told yourself that you can't do, or not good enough, or not pretty enough, or not smart enough? If it's something that niggles within you, if it's something you always think about, then you're meant to do it. It doesn't mean it has to be a life purpose, but you're meant to do it. Your soul came here to express itself. So are you expressing yourself? How are you choosing to be creative? What are you wanting to know more about? What ignites your soul and your passion? That's just follow those leads. Follow those leads as little breadcrumbs. Listen to the call. Get your ass grounded. Impulse, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Need I say more? This is what you need to do. Get your ass on some grass. Get out there. Don't do it. Go hug a tree. What else for group 2? High Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So what else you got going on? It sounds like you need to lead too. Maybe you need to do what I need to do. Maybe you need to ramp it up and do more. Maybe you need to release your book on Amazon. I did mine for free, other than my time and blah, blah. You need to express yourself and get your thoughts and feelings out there. Work with people. Find someone you trust to work with. Have some fun with it. Do some jewel videos, that would be fun. That's kind of a fun idea, but you need to lead. How can you lead? How can you get out there more? How can you do, can you do Facebook live videos? What are you doing? Even trying to start your YouTube channel, whatever it is, what are you wanting to start? A business, something, just start somewhere. It doesn't always have to succeed. I know it sounds weird, but it's about expanding your soul. It's about soul expression. Oh, it's hot here today. My hair's just sorry, I keep touching it. But it's not perfect, and I've got lots of Virgo in my chart, and it drives me insane. Especially because I have to look at me, so. Anywho, what else for group number 2? Oh, you don't want me to use these cards. You want me to use these ones. This is how we do it. Don't make me start singing that song. I'm expressing myself. Enjoy success and happiness. Well, 1 and 2 have been about this. You might just even literally need to get out in the sun or go to a holiday somewhere with sun. You need to refresh yourself. You need to get grounded, get clear on what you want going forward in your life. You need to rejuvenate yourself. Like, you've been stagnant for way too long. You're stuck in these old thoughts. You're stuck by your own blocks. Like, you need to go on a holiday to refresh yourself. And then when you come back, you feel better. And I feel like I could use that as well. And then more success will come because you need to refresh your energy. Go somewhere spiritual. You need to go somewhere spiritual. Go somewhere with sun. Go stick your feet in sand somewhere else in the world. Yeah, do that. Oh, that's really exciting. Ooh, I like that message. This is how we do it. Drum. Have you ever been to like a, you know, like a drum, full moon drum circle, or just like a gong session, or just something, or even buy a drum? Oh God, I want one of those shaman drums. How cool's that? Dream and journey. Like, you need to go. Well, holiday, that's a journey, spiritual journey again. So this is like a double confirmation. If you can't get away, yeah, go to one of those gong sessions or drumming circle, or just like go do something spiritual, something easy that you can just like book in today. Google and book it in. Pause this video, give it a like, share it, and then book it in. Oh, another one from this one. Okay, group number 2. I'm just going to use the split deck. Great teacher. Again, you're a great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences, which is what we're doing with our life, right? This is why we're here, because we can learn from our pain, from experiences. But you've gotten to this point in your life where you've learned the hard lessons. You really don't have to learn, even though you feel like there's so much more to learn. You need to teach people what you know. Like, I am so passionate about this. I don't care if anyone, like the whole world says to me I'm full of shit and I'm wrong. I don't give a crap, but I believe this 1,000,000% with every fiber of my being. You don't have to be some spiritual freaking Buddha, some weird Jesus level to be able to teach someone what you've learned. You don't need to. Like, if you meditate, like, you'll know that this resonates with you. Obviously, group 2, you're at the stage. You're at the stage where you can teach people what you know. Just one thing, if you write or you do videos and stuff like that, try not to just, you need to expand more on with your knowledge. You need to go in deeper. You need to explain as to why things are how they are. I'm going to need an example, and I feel like I'm going to struggle because I'm a bit sick and I'm running out of energy. Let's say you started a year ago writing posts on Facebook, like you do card readings and stuff like that, and you just write, don't be sad, be happy. Like, that stuff is weak, my friend, weak sauce. Like, you need to go in deeper. Don't ever like start with a command like that. Don't ever tell people how to feel. You start with, you know, something like, some of you may be experiencing like the energy of, I know I sound a bit wanky when I say it, but anyway, just use an example. Some of you may be feeling like sad at the moment, for lack of a better term, and you feel like you're a bit hopeless and you can't really get anywhere with your life. But have you ever thought of kind of sitting with that energy for a bit and just actually, instead of avoiding it, just accepting it and just saying it's not that scary? Go, yeah, I'm sad. I'm allowed to be sad. I'm only a human, you know? And then once you sit in that energy for a little bit, then you can actually release it. And then you're like, oh, I feel a bit lighter. Actually, I might get up and go do something now. I feel up to going into nature now. Hey, I'm in nature and I've just had this thought. I wanted to like run a meetup session, or I'm going to catch up with so and so. I haven't spoken to them for years. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you gentle, don't tell people what to do. You know, you share a story with yourself so people can connect. But just don't tell people how to feel. Like, it makes me cringe. Like, I feel like I'm a fairly accepting person. Please don't do that. Just go in deeper, share experiences. You're allowed to show anger. That's a normal human emotion, but don't make that your core message that you're trying to get out there, because people don't like that, because they've got their own anger to deal with. Okay. Woo, I feel like I'm a naggy mum. Soza, but hopefully that helps you. Ooh. Group 2. Any more messages? Oh my God, yeah, it's group 2, right? Jesus Christ. Any more messages closing out for group 2, because I have lost track of my mouth. I'm sure everyone's used to it if you haven't seen my videos before. Ah, new beginnings, and then you can create a new beginning in your life. And that's just beautiful. And that is where I'm going to end it. Group 3, group 3, group 3. I'm going to use the Mary Magdalene cards. Soul contracts for group 3. And if you feel the need, a bit late for me to say, but you can watch all of them. The real you. I did a post on this lately. And love. Are you showing the world the real you? Check out my link to my Soul Shine book. That will help you with that. Are you loving the real you? Who is the real you? Who are you? Do you know? Do you know? Who are you? I feel like you're really discovering yourself. Like you're having some big epiphanies and realizations, and the passions are starting to ignite within you. It's like the sparks within you. Like you're gaining momentum. You've got breathing space to think about what you want, because you've spent too long not getting what you want or not trying to achieve it. But you're seeing all of a sudden go, actually, I can get what I want. You're just like a snowball getting bigger and bigger, like from one of those Looney Tunes cartoons, just bigger and bigger as it goes down the mountainside. Like you're gaining speed, but you're just going to hit the end and then go whoop, and just like go up into the air and be like, wee, I'm flying. What a weird thing I'm being shown. It's funny. You're finding who the real you is. Oh, this energy is so expansive. The real you is beautiful. I'm hearing that you're just learning to love yourself more. You're finding out your beauty. All of you is beautiful. You're just fantastic. The way you care about people, the way you listen to people, the way you want to make a difference. You know, just your energy every day. But now it's like, oh, with Saturn going direct, check out that video. It's like karma's coming out, the good karma. So all those people that have been struggling for like most of their lives, like you're coming out of this freedom, the layers are falling away. You're becoming free. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Last few readings I've been doing, the energy is like, oh my God. It's like heavy and it's dense. And I know a few of my lovely subscribers have told me, like I can feel it, like it builds up. There's so much for us to release, and then it just gets, peaceful. Let me just bathe in it. Is there anything else for group number 3, please? Group number 3. Don't forget to contact your mum. Focus on success. Focus on these things you want to achieve for yourself. See in your head any like fears around failure. Control Alt delete that crap. Shut that task manager down. Like you don't need it. Just focus on the things that you want to do and all those ideas that are coming up for you now. They're going to come if they haven't already. There's 3 things I'm hearing. 3 ideas that are coming to you. It doesn't have to be big. I'm going to split this deck. Obedience. Ew, I don't like that word. It's like a dirty word. All right. Well, this is the whole Libra season thing again. So check out my Facebook page for my Libra new moon post for the 28th, 29th of September. This video is timeless. I'm feeling the karma again. I feel like you've been obedient for too long, listening to people's opinions, reading things in books and agreeing blindly. You know, we're here to question. The light workers are here to question what is written, what is said. We're here to tear stuff down. We're here to create something new. We're here to bring the truth in, which is a Libra thing as well. Like, cut that shit away. No more bullcrap, all these lies that we've been taught. Not all of it, but you know what I mean. You're standing higher than everyone. And anything that's in balance, you're just going to cut. Because you're becoming balanced. You're lifting the Earth's vibrations by becoming balanced. Thank you. We need that. Oh, what beautiful energy. Oh my God. Ooh. Ooh, there's an opportunity that's coming your way soon. And it could be, you know, a self-created one, or it could be offered to you. But you're being looked after by your soul family. You're being looked after by your guides. You're loved by the universe. Even when you feel alone, you're not. Go for it. They're supporting you. They want you to do this. Don't think about, if you start getting in that whole negative thing, go, you know, thought pattern, go into the garden, go into nature and just say, please release this from me, and focus on a positive potential. Think big for your future. You more than see that freaking contain, like, you're not contained anymore. I was going to get the side wrong. No, I did it. You're not in there anymore. You're outside. And this is what you're seeing from yourself. You're seeing, you know, look at the bubbles. Like, we've got bubbles. You're breaking out of those bubbles. Opportunities will come and you'll create it yourself, because you've got so much potential. So don't doubt yourself. Go into nature and release that. Release your doubt. Just keep saying, help me release my doubt. Listen to affirmations on YouTube. It's free. Like, you know, just be positive as much as you can. As soon as you catch yourself in a negative thought, just go, no, I'm fantastic. I'm fabulous. I'm here to help heal. Thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment if you like below, and buy my book, Help a Sister Out. It's good. The people that have bought it said it's good. So, all right. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.